another yoga studio. I'm Kat, for those of you who haven't tried one of our videos before. Today we are going to take it through a nice, easy, stretchy flow. So when you're ready, we're going to come round into child's pose towards the back of your mat. So for any of the poses, if you feel you need a little bit of extra support, grab cushions, grab blankets or rolled up towels. Use them as you need to, just listening to your body. So for our child's pose, we're going to take the knees nice and wide. If it's a little bit tight on the knees, maybe just pop in that cushion or towel underneath the heels. And we're actually going to just put one hand on top of the other and let the head come down to rest on the hands. If you want to make the hands a little bit higher, making fists, you can. And take some nice big breaths in. Just closing the eyes here. And use the breath to soothe any tension or stress in the body, the mind. And slowing the breathing down as you feel it come all the way into the nose, into the belly, and then back through the nose. And when you're ready, we're just pushing ourselves back up, through the arms, through the hands, moving your cushion, your towel, your blanket away if you need it. Keeping the knees wide, just walking the hands forward so they're underneath the shoulders. We're going to take a little cat-cow. So as you exhale, round up through the spine. Inhaling, rolling the shoulders back, dipping the chest. And exhale, round back through. Just moving in your own time, so you can just coordinate or time the movement of the body, the breath, with the movement together. So I'm going to go for one more. Just wriggling that last little bit of tension out of the vertebrae. And then bring your spine back into the centre. Just keep it nice and long, and then inhale, reach the left fingers up, and then exhale, stretch it in underneath. So threading through that right arm, the right leg, trying to get your shoulder, your head towards the floor. And if you feel okay, we're reaching the right fingers up towards the top of the mat. So if you can't quite get the head, the shoulder towards the mat, maybe put that cushion, the blanket, whatever, underneath. Maybe close the eyes here again. Taking those nice big breaths in. And then we're going to inhale. Just pull the right hand in if you need to. Pushing yourself back up. So you've got the hands back under the shoulders. And then inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, thread underneath. So again, trying to just find something for the shoulder, the ear to come down towards. Sliding the left hand out in front if that feels okay. And then this time we're going to roll the arm underneath, rolling through the crown of the head, just reaching the hands out in front, and come into that happy dog pose. So we're trying to just adjust if you need to make sure you've got your hips aligned at top of the knees. And as you breathe out, squeeze the belly in. Just giving yourself a little bit of support here so you're not hanging too much through the shoulders, the ribs. And then as you inhale, pull the hands back in, push yourself back up. onto your hands and knees. Then we're going to tuck the toes under, and as you exhale, lift the hips up. Coming into downward facing dog. And then ease yourself into it here, maybe just taking a little wriggle with the hips, pedaling the feet out. Often kneeling for that little word of time, just giving the knees, the ankles a little bit of a release. And then see if you can exhale, press the heels towards the floor. So no worries if you don't get there today. Maybe you need to keep just a little bend in the knees, that's fine. And then we're going to inhale, release the knees towards the mat. So you want the left knee under the hip, and just bring the right foot up in front. So we're keeping the knee and the hip in line, taking the right foot out to the side, fingertips or palms on the floor, and then inhale, take that little cow movement. Exhale, round through to cat. So we're just taking a little bit of movement through the pelvis, working into that lunge position. One more. And then take the left knee that little bit further away. So move more into that traditional low lunge position. So inhale, sweep the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then on an exhale, just twist through the belly, twist through the chest. Open out through the body, stretch up all the way through to the fingertips. Maybe try looking to the thumb. And then we're releasing the hands all the way back down, back. So finding our lizard pose. So maybe we want to stay here and just rest on the hands. If you want, you can start to bend the elbows. Again, maybe bring the floor up towards the elbows through that little bit of support if you've got it there. Your cushion or your blanket. So come down towards the elbows if you can, just working a little bit more deeply into those hips. Keep that smile on the face if you can. And then push the hands back up, taking the right knee round. So we're placing the right knee back in under the right hip. Left foot coming up out in front. So we're keeping 90 degrees through the ankles, the knees, and then on the other side. So make that little bit of adjustment if you look back and just see that you've walked that little bit too far in front. Shuffle the left foot out to the side. And again, fingertips or palms on the floor. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, dip the chest. Exhale, round. So inhale to dip. Exhale to round. Just seeing what you notice through the hips, the back, the groin. And then round through the spine one more time. Placing the right hand down, the palm on the floor if you can. We're going to inhale. Stay the right knee a little bit further back behind you. So settling through the hips there, and then the next breath in, we're reaching the left arm up, in front and to the top. Stretch all the way up to those fingertips again, and exhale a little bit deeper through the twist. So really working through the belly, through the chest. Keep stretching up, keep those fingers alive. And then release the hand all the way down towards the floor. So finding lizard on the other side. So again, stay here on the hands if you want. Otherwise, maybe take the elbows down, bringing the floor to the elbows if it helps. And then when you're ready, releasing, taking the left foot all the way around, and we're going to come down onto that elbow. So finding Sphinx pose. Shoulders over the elbows. Press through the tops of the feet and then just loop the shoulders back, lift up with the chest, press through the palms, the arms. So finding that little bit of opening through the front of the body. Just watching you don't feel any pinching in the lower back. And then we're going to exhale, release it, push yourself back through to your child's pose. So this time we're going to try and keep the knees a little bit closer if we can. Obviously if that doesn't work for you and you want to take the feet a little bit wider, go for it. Let the head come towards the floor and just see where it feels comfortable to take the hands. So they could be in front or with you or by the feet. get a little rock or draw some rolls from side to side of the head. And then we're going to inhale, roll up. Lovely. Coming all the way up through to the crown of the head. So stay on the knees if you can. We're just going to work a little bit through the spine. If you want to release the feet out in front, release the feet out in front. So we're going to inhale. When you're ready, reach the fingertips up. And exhale, take the left hand away down towards the floor. The right hand then is just going to pull the right ear over towards the right shoulder. And then inhale, release it, reach both hands back up. Exhale, take the right fingers to the floor as the left hand just guides the left ear over to the left shoulder. And then inhale, release it. Reach up, taking the hands around the back of the head, and we're going to exhale, drop the elbows forwards, drop the chin forwards. Rounding through the upper back. And then exhale, see if you can just round a little bit further forwards. And again, if you feel you've got that little bit more movement through the spine. And then inhale, lengthen up. Squeezing the elbows out, lift the chest. And then we're going to release the hands back behind us, clasping the hands together. See if you can just lift them up away from the hips. So looking up to the ceiling if that feels okay, otherwise we're just going to look out and out in front. One more big breath in and out here if you can. Beautiful, we're going to let it go. Bring the hips to one side, the feet to another. So we can release the feet all the way out in front. So shuffling to them towards the top of the mat. So we can exhale, just curl down through your spine. Inhale, float the arms back past your head. Just take a quick stretch from fingers to toes. And then as you exhale, you're bending the left knee, planting the foot on the floor. And then we're going to bring the top, just above the ankle, over onto your left thigh. So finding our reclined pitching, our figure four stretch. So exhaling to bring that left foot up. See if you can reach around the back of the left leg. And then just breathe here as we stretch through the back of the right hip. And then on your next inhale, we're going to release the left foot towards the floor. Find the right foot with your hand, sliding the left foot away. Keep both feet flexed. And then exhale, just show the right sole of the foot towards the ceiling. So if you can't quite hold on there, we can hold a little bit lower down the leg. So half happy baby pose. So opening through the groin. And then try and keep those feet flexed still, and wherever you're holding on, try to exhale and just straighten through the knees. So we gotta stretch through the back of the leg. Again, if you need to make an adjustment with the hands, make an adjustment with the hands. And then for those who want a little bit of core, we're just gonna exhale, roll the chin to the chest, squeeze the belly down into the mat, pulling it up towards the rib cage. So just using a bit of support from the abs, the core, as you hold your shoulders up. Keep working into that right hamstring bone. And then we're taking the right foot down towards the floor, bring the bottom of the right shin over onto the right thigh. Again, both feet are staying flexed. Exhale, bring the right knee up towards you. See if you can hold around the back of the right leg as you work into the left hip. So then we use the breath to help ease the tension in the muscles, the joints. And then we're going to release the right foot all the way down towards the floor. As you stretch it out away from you, find the left sole of the left foot. And then on an exhale, so come into that half happy baby pose again. So just see where you feel comfortable holding on to that left side. We want to keep that knee bent and opening out towards your left shoulder. And then coming into stretch through the back of the leg. Exhale, open the knee out. So if you find you can't really stretch out much further, just hold the leg that little bit lower down. Add that little core work if you can, so belly button down, up in towards the rib cage. So only there if you want. If you just feel like taking that that's nice stretch through the hamstring. Don't worry about that little lift of the shoulders. We're going to take one more breath here. And then releasing down, bending the left knee, plant the left foot on the floor. We're going to take the right foot up as well as the feet are just in front of the hips. Exhaling up through into bridge pose. Rolling the shoulders back in towards the mat. Chin to chest, chest to chin. Just opening through the front of the body. And then exhale, curl down through the spine. Opening the arms out, then a little bit wider to the side. We're going to exhale, roll the knees to the right. Just planting one knee on top of the other if we can. And then we're going to exhale, melt the left shoulder back in towards the floor, maybe look towards your left bum. And then on the next exhale, roll knees over to the left side. So again, squeeze the knees to feet together, and then on the exhale, just roll, melt your right shoulder back into the floor. See if you can look over to your your right thumb. And then we're rolling back into the center, giving the knees a quick hug up in towards the chest, maybe take a little rock there, and then lowering the feet towards the floor. Either just keeping the knees bent with the feet flat on the mat, or see if you can bring the soles of the feet together, opening the knees out to the side, hands just resting on your mat, or bringing them onto the belly. Closing the eyes. Just reconnecting fully with the breath again. Feeling that expansion through the belly and the chest. As we are out, take a moment just to relax. And then when you're ready, we're just going to roll the knees round to the left, using your hands to just bring you up to sitting. Just see if you can keep those eyes closed as you come round. Find a comfortable position to sit in. Just reaching the arms up, and then exhaling as you bring the hands down into your centre, bowing your head to your fingers. Just take a moment to congratulate yourself on the effort coming onto the mat. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you liked our little easy stretchy flow. If you did, please give a thumbs up or leave a comment. And I look forward to seeing you on another day. Bye.